Are listening to Banazaka, and yes, we did it. We've reached the weekend, and now I have a real treat for you. She's had 14 consecutive UK top 5 singles with Steps, one of the biggest bands of the noughties. She's appeared in so many shows, including Singing in the Rain and Everybody's Talking About Jamie, and she's back on the stage and heading to the Millennium Centre in Cardiff in 42nd Street. And here to tell us all about the production is Faye Tozer. Hello, Faye.
Oh, hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you on this sunny afternoon? Where in the world are you?
I'm currently in Plymouth, of all places. We're very excited. We're sort of at the early stages of our UK tour, and this is our third venue so far. Yeah, third venue.
So you're all warmed up, 42nd Street, happening beautifully. Tell us what we can expect from the latest production.
Oh, it's just wonderful. I was lucky enough to be able to watch the show a couple of times before I came into it. And it's everything you want and more. It's all the tap dancing, all the glitz, all the sequins. It's just beautiful with the most incredible ensemble. Myself, we have Samantha Womack, we have Les Dennis, we have Michael Praed as your main characters. And it's a real story of showbiz. It's just fabulous.
And what are you playing?
So I am playing Maggie Jones. Maggie Jones is the co-writer of the show within the show. She's a producer. She performs. She's part of the comedy duo within the show as well. So I'm in and out, and I kind of hold it all together and keep the whole narrative going as well. I get some beautiful moments with some of the songs that you all know and love. 42nd Street itself, Lullaby of Broadway. We've got In the Money. I mean, the songs are just endless. It's brilliant.
I can hear you smiling cheek to cheek talking about it. I can tell you're really enjoying it. What was your tap dancing like going into it?
So I learnt how to tap dance when I was growing up, and I've never actually been able to use it within a professional show before. So this is the first time I've been able to get some tap shoes on and do it, and I'm literally living my childhood dream.
Are you? Did it all just come back to you then?
It really did, actually. I was quite surprised. Tap was one of my favourite things when I was little. So to be able to get a little bit of dancing in this show is just amazing. But I defy anyone to leave the theatre without wanting to tap dance after seeing this show. It's just beautiful.
And is there a moment in the show that is like your favourite bit to do that you can tell us about? So when we come along, we'll go, oh, there she is in her moment. There she goes. There goes Faye.
So my favourite moment is in Lullaby of Broadway. So we're trying to persuade Peggy Sawyer to join us and save the show. So she's going off to the train station, and the cast come in like little group by little group, and we're just trying to persuade her. And I get this lovely moment where I come down the stairs right in the middle, and I get to sing Lullaby of Broadway, and it's a real moment. I love it.
Oh, I can tell. But it brings back some memories of when you were on Strictly. I can't believe it. Back in 2018, very close to the glitter ball as well. Did that experience help you with performances like this one?
So I've been very lucky. I've been performing since I was 6 years old. To be on Strictly was a real ambition for me. Since I was a big fan of the show, me and my agent were knocking on the door for 10 years before they finally asked me if I wanted to do it. And it's the only type of show that I would go on and do. So it was like,
what took them so long? I mean, often there's so many people on there that I've never heard of, and then there's you. Oh my goodness.
You know, I think, you know, it's an interesting lineup every year, because I think they have to take, you know, such a vast amount of, or a different plethora of types of people, you know. And I always thought, well, because I come from a dancing pop group, maybe that would go against me. Luckily, and I was so grateful to do it, luckily I did get my name in the hat in the end.
Yay.
And it was just literally living a dream.
So this year's dancers have been announced, all of them this week, and your cast member Les Dennis has been announced as a contestant this year. I mean, he must have come straight to your room and said, knock, knock, in the dressing room. What was the reaction? How did you find out?
I was so excited. So, yes, I did find out before he was announced, and he did come and ask me and talk to me. And I was so excited for him because it's such a big show and such an exciting thing to be a part of. Bless him. He's been stepping up his activities. He's been doing like 15,000 steps a day aside from the show. Done. He's been juicing. He's just getting right in there.
Taking it very seriously.
Excited. Oh, he really is. It's such a huge opportunity, and it's such a wonderful thing to be able to go and dance with a professional ballroom dancer. I mean, it's like nothing else. It really is. So I'm so excited for him.
Do you have a little bit of FOMO thinking, I'd love to be there as well? Or is it kind of, I've done that, I'm on to the next challenge?
Oh, complete FOMO. Get me back in those dance shoes. I absolutely loved it. We're going to be supporting him. Everybody on the show will be voting for him, making sure that he's in tip-top condition for it. So, we're all
brilliant.
backing him.
He's got good support. Now, Faye, I want to play a step song, if that's okay.
Oh, lovely.
Can I play you my favourite song? I've just got to tell you, this is my favourite song. This is Deeper Shade of Blue. I hope it's okay.
Lovely.
Stay where you are. That's Faye Tozer, and this is Steps with Deeper Shade of Blue on BBC Radio. I'm still joined by the insanely talented Faye Tozer, who's in Plymouth at the moment, but you're coming to Cardiff on Monday for the show, Millennium Centre. That's where you're going to be performing 42nd Street. So how do you like being on tour?
I've been touring all my life, I feel, so it's kind of very normal to me. Yeah. Although I did have 6 months off at the beginning of this year. I took some time out just to do normal house stuff, really.
And how did that feel?
I get itchy feet really quickly, to be honest. But it was so lovely to hang out with, obviously, my family and the dogs. But I just really love my job, and I feel so blessed to be able to do it because it doesn't feel like a job. But it's living out of a suitcase again.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work, does it?
Right, exactly.
So you've probably been to Wales many times, and obviously H lives here as well. Tell us what memories you've got of coming to Wales. Any stories?
Oh, goodness. I mean, where would I begin? I've got so many friends, in Cardiff. I've been doing Pride there. I have, we've toured with Steps many a time. I've performed at the theatres, at the Millennium Centre a few times as well. My family come and stay with me sometimes when I'm performing there, so we love the Bay Area. The shops, I mean, how the shops have changed over the years is amazing as well. Cardiff is really, really happening now. It's really wonderful to see. I'm no stranger, and I can't wait to come back and see everybody and enjoy Cardiff itself.
So it's like home from home because you've got all your friends here as well.
Yeah, I was just thinking the last concert I actually went to see, which was a while back now, was Olivia Newton-John, that I went with my friend Rob.
No way, in Cardiff?
Yes, in Cardiff.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah.
That must have been an incredible and emotional night.
Yeah, and we met her as well. It was very exciting. Yeah.
Do you know what? I was supposed to come and see you guys in Steps last year, I think it was. And it got cancelled in Cardiff because of the COVID pandemic. And I was like, oh my God, I really wanted to come and see you, but hopefully you'll be back. I know you were in Brighton Pride last weekend. It looked like an incredible weekend. Did you have a nice time?
It just surpassed everything that we hoped it would be. So it was our only gig this year. We were supposed to be on a hiatus from each other and doing our own projects. And then they asked us to headline. Again, it was just such a huge opportunity that we were like, yes, please, let's come and do it. And it was incredible. Huge crowd, absolutely rammed. And we managed to provide a really, really beautiful concert, and we're really proud of ourselves. So thank you to everybody.
It's very high energy, isn't it? Especially in Brighton.
Yeah, but that's what we absolutely feed off. We love it. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I was looking at your Instagram earlier, and I think you just been to a yoga retreat, and I was thinking she must go and do her yoga zen thing, recharge the batteries, boom, and then you're off, you're touring and you're doing a bit of steps. How do you stay sane apart from the yoga retreats?
I try and keep a routine for myself, to be honest. So it doesn't matter where I am. I still have like a sort of a routine of a day, just to keep me sort of in balance. And I have set times that I FaceTime my family, and I try and keep myself fit and eat well and try and find exciting things in each venue to go and do. Just try to keep busy and focused and, have some sort of routine.
How do you manage to eat well on tour? Because, you haven't got your own kitchen. You haven't got the luxury. How do you manage to eat well? Because I find it's just on the go stuff, isn't it?
So we're a week in each place. So I usually will stay in an apartment myself.
Okay.
I try and get food in to sort of have a balanced diet, but I take a lot of, I do like clean greens and stuff like that. So I have like a few supplements to keep me going, keep me healthy, as well as real food. But also I think it's really important to eat out and have that environment with the cast members.
Yeah.
Because, we're all in the same boat. We're all away from our families. And it's just, it's good for us to look after each other and support each other.
For anyone who's just joining, Faye Tozer is touring with 42nd Street at the moment, coming to Cardiff at the Millennium Centre next week. And you were just mentioning about, socialising with the cast as well. So you've got Les Dennis and Samantha Womack. I was just wondering how the atmosphere is off stage, because obviously everything's on fire on stage and happening. How are things off stage? Do you spend much time together in between the shows?
So it's a really fun environment. I've got to say, this is probably one of the nicest casts I've ever worked with. Yeah. Everybody on stage is so talented. It blows me away watching everybody from the wings. But everyone really looks after each other. I haven't worked with Samantha before, and I thought it would be quite an interesting mix of cast because we're similar ages. Yeah. She was in the acting world, I was in the pop world. But we bonded, actually, when we were where were we? I think we were in Canterbury, and we did a drive down to London to do a little performance on This Morning. Yeah. And we didn't stop talking and just reflecting on our sort of rise to fame, or what have you, in the 90s, and what it was like being that sort of person and how similar our lives were. And she's just like a really caring sister. She's amazing. And
I love it when that happens.
So yeah. And then we've got Michael Praed, who, I remember him initially from being Robin Hood on the series in the 80s. Oh, yeah. And we all used to fancy the pants off him. He's so good looking. In real life, he's gorgeous.
Have you told him that?
Yeah, he knows. He calls himself the Praed. And we know his wife well, because actually his wife, beautiful Josephina, she was actually playing my role before me. So I met her, and it's very funny hearing them talk about each other as well. It's so much fun.
This sounds so lush.
It is. It's just a really good environment. And there's actually, behind the stage, there's like another show going on almost.
We need to get the cameras on that.
I know. It's like before people go on, they've got their own little narrative going on, and they're so talented. Like the youngsters who dance in the show. I say the youngsters because I'm getting old now. But it just how fabulous they are. It's just incredible. It's just such a great energy.
Well, Faye, I think you're fabulous, and I think you've got the most incredible energy. Thank you so much for chatting to me today. It's a real treat. I will.
It's a really lovely show.
Thank you, darling. Have a lovely afternoon. Enjoy Plymouth, and see you in Cardiff next week.
See you soon.
Bye, Faye. Bye-bye. And don't forget, you can catch Faye from Monday.